Someone wants to come out. And the Hierophant. Ooh, that's nice. Someone's letting go of their old belief system, maybe even lifestyle habits, which tells me change. Beautiful. And we have someone making a decision. Yeah, someone's making a wise choice. It's an energy of someone releasing baggage from a past relationship, even their belief system. Forming new habits, patterns. So someone here's gone through a healing, but it's someone making a choice. Yeah, they're getting ready to go down a new path. Ooh, you got someone who's ready for something new. Someone's in their feelings. It's a person releasing, okay, leaving their past in the past. It's a person who's letting go of old belief system, habits, schedules, routines, whatever it is that they need to do. And it's a judgment. So they're released, and now they're ready for new. This is what you want. Someone who's emotionally available, mature, beautiful. Oh, someone's coming in to offer you this cup. This is someone who's bold too. They're taking the leap of faith. Oh yeah, very nice. This is somebody wanting to take this to it. If you have been seeing someone, like I say, it's everything they could ever want, their hopes and dreams. They're hoping it's mutual. Like I say, they want to take this to the next level. But this is somebody leaving their old path behind, their old belief systems, habits, whatever it may be. Like I say, it could be change of schedules, routines, but it's definitely healing from a past relationship, possibly. But they're ready to go down this new path. Beautiful. Yeah, I see the Queen of Swords. It's a feminine being, very discerning and being wise before you take things to the next level. Asking questions, you wanting to know about this person. I see this is possibly yourself making a judgment or a decision here. I see Aquarius, Libra. Energy. They're just energies. It doesn't have to be signs, because if you start looking at signs, like zodiac signs in a read like this, chances are you're going to get some confusing information here. But this is somebody here speaking up, speaking their mind, being discerning, speaking truth. So it's an energy of speaking truth. But it's also your own inner wisdom, your own inner knowing. See, it's also releasing old habits, belief systems. It's an energy of two people who have faith that they're making the right choice. Yeah, look at that. There's a reason to celebrate. I see a strong financial foundation, something to do with the home. Maybe an invitation to someone's home. Okay, but it is saying to be discerning and to be wise. Don't be afraid to speak up. Ask any questions you need to ask. This is somebody here who I feel is an open book. This person has good intentions. I see someone seeing your intentions are honorable. Very nice. Very nice. Let's have a look at the star. Yeah, see, this is someone no longer invested in the past, someone being patient. So it has to do with timing. Someone here been waiting for the right time to approach, to talk to you. Let your sword down a little bit. Okay? Because you could be a little unapproachable, where someone's a little, trying to decide if they should or shouldn't. Yeah. Let's have a look at the Hierophant. Yeah, so somebody here, see, this is someone who's that little trip down memory lane where someone's releasing past habits, belief, the way they conduct themselves, their lifestyle or relationship. But it's somebody who's been patiently waiting for the right time. They're about to make a move. Very nice. There's definitely an energy of moving on. Yeah, look, going down a new path. Someone's very confident. This is someone who's confident with the decision to release. They're ready for something new. Let's have a look at the Fool. This is someone feeling bold. Yeah, this is somebody, they're just feeling very bold about love. See, someone leaving the past relationship behind. Look at that. You've got someone who's crushing, longing for love. Ah. This is someone who could give you a gift, flowers, or an invitation. This is someone who wants love, but they want that bond. They want someone compatible. See, this is someone who's left someone behind who probably wasn't right for them or wasn't compatible, but they're acknowledging. This is someone who wants to do things with you. So they're going to reach out, hey, do you want to do something? Do you want to get together? Yeah, it's very, very sweet, I feel. Innocent as well. Okay, this is someone who's not up to anything here. You can let your sword down a little bit. Tell me about the Two of, because this is sometimes a person who's unapproachable. The sword is up. Someone who's been hurt. See? often, but if you haven't been hurt and it's not yourself, okay, like I say, but it's an energy of going down a different path here. Yeah, I'm going to say it could be the feminine. Maybe you've cut someone out, you've healed, and you're ready to move on as well. And I'm seeing a reason to celebrate, a house, a home, an invitation. Okay, here, definitely. Yeah, somebody here wants to build. See, it's a person who wants to build, putting in the effort. They want to build. See, it's two people who work together, build each other up. There's a need for cooperation, compromise. So I do see compatibility. So someone's definitely left someone behind who's not compatible. Maybe it's yourself. You've cut someone out and you've got someone new. Could be the feminine here. Yeah, it's just an energy of truth. Let's have a look at the Two of Wands. Yeah, see, someone's releasing the past. See, this is an energy of transition. Something is ended. Someone's let go of a situation that's over. Transition is also internal change. So every ending leads to a new beginning. See, this is someone hoping this is mutual, that you feel the same. So this is two people who are releasing past and belief systems, lifestyles, whatever it is that you need. So there is a need to cooperate and compromise. But I feel like you both bring something to the table here. Yeah, the things you have in common. Yeah, see, it's very grounded. See, someone grounding themselves. I feel the feelings are mutual. I feel there's something you have in common, and that's leaving past belief systems, habits, relationships behind. Because you're having faith. I feel the feminine too, having faith in a decision here, that you're making the right choice. You're trusting your inner knowing. See, a lot of transformation. This is when you just know something is over and you got something new coming in. Yeah, I feel the feelings are going to be mutual. Everything you could want. See, both of you, there's some mirroring here. See, this is a reflection on the past. You're both ready to go down this path together, you and another person. You're both looking before you leap. Yeah, this is something you've been waiting for. You're just kind of waiting patiently for this person. Okay, yeah, saying to be wise, just be still. Okay, focus on your house, your home, things like that while you're waiting. Yeah, this is someone, I do think you're waiting for this person to leave something behind, but it's also an energy of taking that leap of faith. Now, when I see the Queen of Pentacles with the Fool, it's an energy of looking before you leap. So you're questioning, you're going to look before you leap. But you are waiting for a situation to come to fruition. You're waiting for that cup, you see? Something you've always wanted, I feel here too. It's something worth celebrating. Maybe it's an invitation to someone's house. Yeah, it's about, I feel, stability, and there's just a reason to celebrate. Yeah, you can probably feel it coming. Yeah, see the mirroring, see you're manifesting, two people manifesting, but it's an energy of both people being confident, lifestyle habits. I do see someone here with good morals and values. This is someone who sees, someone who knows their worth and value. This is two people. See, it's two people who've let go of old path belief systems, but two people who have respect and self-respect, self-worth. So this is someone who sees this. They also see someone who's very wise. Yeah, so this is just an inner energy, that inner change, the transition. So like I say, there's a little bit of time in between, so for that healing energy, okay, but there's something new beginning. It's an energy of manifesting, two people who have everything they need but love, two people who have, you know, some stability here. You both have all the tools, the information. These are two people both bringing something. You're both bringing something to the table, but what you're not bringing is past. You're not bringing your past relationship issues together. You see, you're both letting it go, but you have this energy of mutual where you both want the same thing. This is a crush. Now, it could be someone you've dealt with before. It could be a reconciliation, a reunion, a get-together. You could run into this person someplace too. Maybe a gathering at someone's home. But I'm going to tell you, whatever it is, it's coming to fruition. Yeah, some of you too, there's someone who's kept you waiting patiently. You're no longer waiting. You're no longer waiting for someone here because you've got somebody else. So you're waiting for them now, but I don't see this person moving slow. I see harmony. This is somebody, I see harmony. This is when you have that moment and you realize too, when you meet somebody very mature, emotionally mature, generous, they bring you little gifts, flowers, you know, somebody very traditional, okay? Old school rules, good morals, values. Yeah, very, very nice. But it's harmony. It's when you realize you weren't in alignment with someone. You're more in alignment with this person. See, the stars are aligning. The timing is right, too. Very nice. Very nice. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, see, it has to do with being a home. It has to do with a reason to celebrate. See, marriage, commitment, things like that. Somebody you've released all this past energy. But I feel this person too. See, both of you. It's almost, and with the star, you know what I love about this so much? Now, the star is often two people holding hands. It's often, you know, and you both left your past in the past and you're now, it's like you're both holding hands and you're both just living in the moment, right? Ready to go down this path. Like I feel it's just, for most of you, it's just a crush. Some of you were waiting for someone else, but now that you've connected with this person, you're now having that moment where you realize that you weren't in alignment with someone else. They weren't right for you. Okay? And if it is somebody coming back around, it is possible. The timing probably wasn't right because we have two people who were in transition, still healing from the past. If your sword is up and you feel like you need to protect yourself and you start getting, you know, judgmental or, you know, it's an energy of someone who's in protective mode. If you still feel that way, then this is likely what happened. You weren't ready. But I feel we've got two people who are, because I'm seeing harmony. You're manifesting each other. You see? Yeah, see, this is when you just know somebody wasn't right for you, and you're gonna know that this person is, because there's a lot of mutual energy. I feel like it feels peaceful. It feels like it's going to be easy. This is where it's just easy. This person, there's nothing complicated here. Tell me more about this King of Cups. Yeah, so this is someone very calm, very patient. So I do feel you're discerning because I feel it's temptation. But it's also somebody here who's definitely very emotional, but they've tempered it. So they're mature. They're not somebody who's going to be love bombing you or anything like that, but they do want love. They want a bond, but they want somebody, they want a team player. They want to build. But it's also someone who's getting ready. See, this is a person who's getting ready emotionally. See, they're tempering everything. Their thoughts, their words are just calm. You know, I love this. Yeah. This is two people who are very much the same, yet a little different. It could be different than your usual type. See, this is what happens when you connect with somebody. It's about trying something different. And I feel like you're different than their usual type. So, like I say, put the sword down. Nothing wrong with being discerning and asking questions. But eventually you got to let it, you have to be able to let someone in. That's what I feel. But I'm seeing something to do with a house and a home, like you're protecting something here, like you've got the sword out. Yeah, I feel like you're going to push through that, though. I do. Feminine, those of you watching that are feminine, it's the masculine here, getting ready emotionally. They're crushing. Oh yeah, they're very stable financially. See someone who's getting ready financially. They're ready. They're already kind of looking ahead, planning, preparing. They want to build. And this is someone who'll put the effort in too. They're going to offer you this cup. Very nice. Let's see, they're preparing something. I don't know, they could be working on, oh, that's what it is. They have tools. Someone's preparing their house and their home, getting things ready. Now they're grounding themselves. So it's about putting in the effort. They want to build with you here. Tell me about this 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're offering it confirmation. Yeah, they want to build, so they're putting in a lot of effort. They're going to offer you this cup. I feel they're working on their house and their home. Someone who's getting ready. They're getting their house ready, their home. Both of you possibly too. See, it's that planning and preparing, and that's what the King and Queen of Pentacles does. They plan and prepare ahead, and they get ready. Two people are always looking into the future, always ready. Beautiful. But you can see you're both the same, but yet you're a little different. But that's what's bringing harmony between the two of you here. Yeah, this is definitely someone very sweet. Definitely, there could be children involved. It could be blended families, but I feel it's mostly just that crush, someone longing for love. This is someone who has everything, the house, the home, the money, they have everything but love. So it's somebody who's now ready. This is often a person, they want to come in right. They want to go about things the right way. They want to make sure they're stable. They have some money in the bank. Maybe they've been working on their home, maybe a fresh coat of paint. You know, this is what I feel. So pretty interesting. To me, it just looks like preparations coming to fruition too. Yeah, they're going to come in pretty fast here. Like, there they are. See, some of you been there, done that. Some of you have moved away from a situation that's ended, but I also see opportunity coming in. Very positive. You know, this is somebody moving very quick. They're going to be bold. They're going to take this leap of faith. But they're very balanced. It's somebody balancing head and heart. This is also, I feel, the feminine, balancing head and heart, looking at this. Some of you have been there, done that, because something ended. So that means you've changed. Something's changed you internally. Okay, so that's where I feel the sword's up. You want truth. And I do feel like it's okay to be the Queen of Swords, but in a tempered way. It's saying to temper your words and your thoughts. Just kind of be patient here. Because I do think this person's coming, and I feel something you've been wanting is coming, and it's about having the right person. I feel like you and this person kind of mirror each other in some ways here. Yeah, see a passion, a new beginning, a spark, an attraction. You see, there's this attraction. This is beautiful. This is about two people coming together. See, some of you are moving on from someone who you thought maybe was the one, but now you have this other person. So someone got cut out. That's what I feel. Someone's being cut out of the equation. You're making room for this person. There it is. Time to move on. Change. Yeah, you're there. Confirmation again. Somebody here just wasn't right for you, and someone else is. And I'm going to tell you why, because they come in and communicate. They're passionate, fiery. They like to talk. Yeah, I see a lot of talk here before you even let this person in, but I do feel this could be the one. This person sees you as the one. Yeah, see, you're in protective mode. The feminine is in protective mode. See, protecting, you feel like you need to protect yourself. Maybe everything you worked for, I don't know. To me, it looks like internal work, like someone a little unsure of going there again. But this is an energy of looking at the details of the situation. Okay? I'm going to tell you about this person. They will look out for you. They will protect you. They are old school rules. Okay? So whatever this past is, it's that belief, the way you feel things to be. It's releasing old belief systems. Releasing baggage from a past relationship. Okay? I wouldn't doubt if you both have some Aquarius in your chart, though. I have to say that because it's here twice. There's so many duplicate cards, which is telling me you're very much in alignment with this person. Yeah, see, you need to let the sword down. See, the situation will not serve you. Watch your words. See, it's saying to ground yourself and look at the details. This person they could be similar to the other person. They could be your type because of Temperance. Okay, they could actually be your type, but they're different. They're more emotionally mature. They're available. Old school rules. They'll bring you flowers, take you on a date, they might buy you little things for your house. You know, things like this. They help you out. They might even come and do nice things for you to show you they like you by working on your house or helping you with something that you need help with. See, I feel like you've got somebody here who wasn't like that. This is the thing. Yeah, this is that protective. I feel it's a feminine, protecting yourself, but you, like I say, this person's different. So it's telling you to give this a chance. temper your words. This person is similar. That's what it's saying. They're similar to someone else. But this person's more mature and emotionally open. So, but yeah, they're your type, but you may not see it right away too. This is another thing. Yeah, see, you're cutting someone out because of lack. But I do feel some of you are keeping yourself stuck and lonely because your sword's up. You're protecting yourself to the point where you're probably going to have missed opportunities, possibly. But it's time to go down a different path. Time to release all those old belief systems, baggage from past relationships with people you weren't in alignment with, you weren't on the same page, you might not have even got each other, understood each other. It could be that simple. This person's done the same, but you can see this person's ready for love. They're ready for that bond. I do think they have left their past in the past too. Yeah, look at that. See, they want to connect. They want this connection. They want to talk. Yeah, they find you attractive, but they're in control of that. They're not ruled by their passions, you see. They are emotional, but they also are in control of that. See, everything's temperate, everything's calm. This is someone ready to talk, to communicate, to connect. They want their best friend. So more than likely, they're more than happy to be friends first. And yes, this could go somewhere. This could be the one. Like I say, but I feel like some of you are having a hard time kind of believing it. That's why the sword's up. Yeah, see, it's about emotional fulfillment. Being happy. Yeah, some of you are afraid to put yourselves out there. I feel like it's the feminine. Because you've been hurt before. Someone's ghosted you, ignored you. Maybe they didn't respect you. Maybe your boundaries. You can put up boundaries. This person will respect you. They're very respectful. Like I say, they have very good morals and values. But they see, when you react to this way, they're going to see that way too. It's okay to put up boundaries. But just watch your words. Okay? Don't be too sharp, too harsh, or too judgmental. Like I say, yeah, it's about making wise. I feel you're capable of making these choices. Yeah, see, releasing baggage from the past. See, the sun is shining. See? There it is. See, it's time for something new. It's about putting yourselves out there, just putting all the cups on the table, just the two of you. All this past is gone. This could be a reconciliation for some, but most of you, I feel it's just this energy of releasing this past, releasing things that no longer serve. Some of you may have taken a risk, and this person as well, taken a risk with somebody, and the situation didn't serve. So now the sword's out. I don't feel this person who's coming in, sword's out. No, they're open, emotionally open, mature. They want to talk. They want to spend time. They want to do things with you. I feel like you're going to do things together and get to know each other. And I do feel it has to do with your homes. You both maybe have homes, or, or you're stable where you're living, but you're going to help each other out. And this is how I feel like you're going to connect and get to know each other. When you do things together, that's when you really get to know someone. So some of you, maybe you've done this with someone and found they weren't your type. But I mean, that's releasing baggage from the past. I see somebody who's responsible, reliable. Some of you had somebody who was ghost you, ignore you. You couldn't rely on them. See? The person who's coming in, you can. So there it is. They come in. They're coming in right too. They put their best foot forward. They're building the foundation on friendship first. They just want to connect. They just want to do things with you. They just want to spend time with you. But they do want love. That is their goal. Some of you have changed your focus. See, now you're focused on this person, but you're still at the Princess of Wands energy. You're focusing on it. You're seeing what they have. You're waiting to see what happens. This could be the one. I'm telling you, this could be the one. And it has to do with this spark, this attraction. See, this is where you're now looking at this. There's something about this person that's just right. It's all about how you live your life, your schedules, routines, just your day-to-day life, and your beliefs, maybe even religion for some of you, but you're in alignment. Okay? So, yeah, see, good morals and good values. Beautiful. Faith. I feel like you can have faith in yourself to make the rest. Some of you had somebody who wasn't faithful. This person is faithful. Okay? They're loyal. And they're also looking for someone who's loyal. So this is, because this is someone who knows it takes two people to build. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like you're changing your focus on the past. Some of you have gone through a healing. You have this opportunity. So this is where you're focused on this other person now. Yeah, you got to let the sword down, though, because it did come out twice. Yeah, see, letting go of pride and ego, but this is goal. See, some of you, your goal. But this person has goals, too. So it's an energy of planning, preparing for success, going into it feeling like it's going to be successful, because some of you haven't had a successful relationship. You see? Something wasn't. It has to do with a person who, I don't know, they were just very negative. They may have ghosted you, ignored you, treated you like you weren't good enough. Okay? So this is also, too, yourself focusing on your house, your home, your money. Okay? So it's about, this is reading, I feel, is about getting ready, but it is coming to fruition, because I do see this person, the two of you being on the same page. Yep, see, moving away from the past, this person's coming in. Look at that, they're coming in. They have a goal, and that's to have success with you. Yeah, and I feel like you're both going to go for this. I really do. Like, I feel two people coming together. You're just leaving the past in the past now because you've got such a lovely connection. No more looking back, right? No more looking back. It's all forward. Yeah, still playing it safe, being cautious, but you're about to see some of you never got what you wanted. Could be somebody who wouldn't marry you or just wouldn't commit or whatever it was. You're about to get this cup filled. This person's going to give you what you want. You will, and it is going to take time to get to know them, but you're going to have to wait a little bit. You have to learn to be a little patient. But yeah, they will commit. I mean, this is the one, right? This is the thing. There it is. This is the Empress. See, showering abundance. See, now you've healed. I feel like you're going to come together with this person. It's going to be a lot of talk about things here. But this is a healing connection. It's that one last challenge is putting down the sword. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. But the Empress is always kind, compassion, tempers their words. I don't see temper. I just see someone who's very protective of themselves because of past relationships. Yeah, you're moving towards someone stable. This is an energy of through thick and thin. Okay? This is two people who look out for each other long-term. Stability. They're stable. They want a partner. It's about partnering up. Two people who look out for each other through thick and thin. Not just the bad times or just the good times, right? This is two people who build each other up and work together. They look out for each other. No matter what happens, you build each other up. You don't tear each other down. And that's what I feel some of you have dealt with. Someone who put you down, tore you down. They weren't supportive. Maybe it's an energy often where you have your own goals. And this is someone who maybe tried to keep you from your goals. Maybe because they were insecure. They didn't want you to get away, Sometimes people will try to control other people because they don't want them to go anywhere, but yet it's self-destructive. But I feel you've healed. And I'm not saying this is yourself. I feel this is what you've likely dealt with. Yeah, see, taking the lessons learned. This is also when when it's time to move on. Applying those lessons to this. I feel this is a win-win here. Yeah, you and this person, whoever they are, they're very loving, nurturing. This is someone who likes to cook. They'll do housework. They'll fix things around the house. But I do think you're going to live in separate homes for a while till you get to know each other. Okay? But I feel like you're open to this. It's telling you to be open. Okay? Because this will be that last leg of healing, is letting someone in, putting that sword down just a little bit. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. You see? So your intuition's going to guide you. See, you're going to be waiting for a sign, a signal. You're going to be waiting for red flags, but there isn't any. Yep. See, that's where you just know. Because why? It feels right. See? Because it's going to feel right. See, you may have been with someone and took a risk and it didn't feel right and you decided to give the person a chance. This time it feels right. Okay? Trust your inner knowing. Yeah, see, that's your inner wisdom. See, you become wiser. You've learned a lot of lessons, the feminine. This is definitely geared for feminines to heal. Okay, but don't be afraid to be patient. That's also a lesson, is being patient. Not being so quick to cut somebody out because they won't commit right away. Give the person a chance. Okay, just keep it simple. Friends first and get to know each other. I do feel it'll lead to commitment. I really, really do. So this is lovely. I'm just going to pull out a couple oracle cards and we'll wrap this up. Where is this headed? Where is it headed? Any challenges here? Anything you need to know? Yeah, thrive. This is thriving. This is a relationship that is going to thrive. This is two people work together. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fulfillment here. A lot of wish fulfillment, something you've always wanted. If you've been with people who would never marry you or commit, and you've had that problem, this person will. Okay, but it's telling you, I see you leaving the past in the past and looking elsewhere. This is a situation coming to fruition. It's a goal, is to be married, but it's also making sure you're stable. You have to look at what you can provide, not what someone can provide for you, and that's vice versa here. This person's a good provider. They will provide. They will cook and clean, nurture. They'll do the same things the feminine will do. But it's both of you. You're going to be a team. This person knows. They've likely been through the same. Like I say, see, leaving the past in the past. But sometimes you have to take that last look over your shoulder to remember the lessons you've learned, to trust your intuition. Okay, but you can't, if your sword is up, because in a way it's a blocked energy where you're still thinking all this negative stuff. Oh, this person's just going to be the same. They're not. They're happy to be friends first, to connect. This is a soulmate connection. So I feel like you're going to get fulfillment, but it's about both people getting what you want. Both people deserve to get what they want, not just one person, right? Yeah, so I do see it being simple, light, and easy. It's going to be easy with this person. It's not going to be complicated. I don't see any struggles. I don't see this person ghosting, ignoring. They're not coming in with lack. In fact, I feel they've dealt with the same thing, and that's why I feel like you're going to understand each other. I do feel like you're going to have an agreement to just keep it a little simple at first. Keep it kind of light. But I do think this is just how this relationship's going to go. It's just going to be easy. So because you're in alignment, your beliefs, your lifestyles, schedules, just the day-to-day lives, the foods you eat, anything, it's all going to just line up nice. Okay? Yeah, there's always a need for some cooperation and compromise, right? But both people have to be willing to do it. And I do think you're going to have the agreement. Yeah, see, both being open, emotionally open, available, sharing your innermost selves. Okay? If you've dealt with people who kept secrets and you never really knew, so you never felt safe with them, this person is open, okay? But you have to open up and let them in. So I wish you the best. This is beautiful. This is, like I say, this reading's telling you about lessons being learned, knowing when to move on to avoid a disaster if something doesn't feel right. So if you have two people and you have to make some kind of a choice here, trust your inner knowing, how you feel, your body. When you're around a person, if you feel uncomfortable or you don't feel safe, you don't feel comfortable around them just talking or being yourself, they're probably not the right person. But you are going to be in alignment with this person because they're open emotionally. Okay? They're not needy, they're not clingy. They're actually tempered, they're very balanced. They balance head and heart. So I feel there's going to be balance, but this person's getting ready. I feel they're emotionally, financially, they're ready. I feel both of you're financially in a good place, but you're going to each provide for each other. You're both bringing something to the table. Yeah, you're going to meet someplace in your community, and I do see transformation. You might even end up moving or relocating to another community to be together. It could be a long distance thing, but I don't think so. I'm not feeling long distance. In fact, some of you are in a long distance. You might start feeling something is off. And someone's ghosting, ignoring, or they're moving too slow. Nothing's happening. It's stagnant, where they may be keeping you kind of stuck. So that could be telling you too, it's time to move on. Okay, because there's other opportunities here. And that's also, where do you find these opportunities? Well, you get out. You get out and you socialize. But I feel you're going to meet this person within your own community. And I do feel, like I say, there could be having to moving in together, relocation. But don't rush. Okay, I don't think this person's trying to rush you. If you feel rushed or you feel overwhelmed, you tell them. Because if you keep that kind of stuff to yourself, then this person doesn't know. They can't read your mind. So always remember that too. But it's doing it with kindness and compassion when you speak. Always looking at how the other person might feel, like choosing your words wisely, it says here, for the feminine. Yeah, beautiful transformation. This is a gorgeous connection you're moving to. But this is internal change and transformation. I see this beautiful blossoming, being able to speak up. I feel like you could speak with this person and tell them how you feel. They'll always be kind, compassion. I feel they're very calm, very easy to talk to. I feel they're a very patient, loving person. So nice. Yeah, Queen of Swords energy. Yeah, see, it's telling you to embrace this opportunity. The universe is sending you a gift. Okay, so it's embracing it. See, there's still some darkness. I can see you're just being still. You're just kind of waiting to kind of see what happens here. Yeah, but you can see, no longer focused on past. It's now the future. You've got new coming in. I mean, I feel some of you maybe already made a connection with this person. Maybe they're a friend or a friend of a friend in your community. Sometimes the person, you already know the person you're seeking without even realizing it. Why? Because you're not letting them in. Food for thought, this reading. But yeah, there it is. There's your new beginning. See? This is where things start to clear up. Letting that sword down, grounding yourself. Whoever, I see you being with someone who's stable, that you're safe with. I feel they kind of have the same, I feel like you're kind of the same that way. They've also dealt with people who haven't pulled their weight. It's an opportunity, I feel, of a lifetime possibly with this person. So it's saying to give it a chance. Embrace the opportunity. Don't be afraid to speak up, but do it with the Empress. I feel a lot of you have learned all the lessons. You've learned the hard way, the school of hard knocks. Okay? So this is Spirit reminding you when you start this to apply those lessons, whatever they may be. Because this is a very kind, loving, nurturing person. Yeah, they're probably a little different than the usual type, but I still feel like they're your type. They may come across as a little off at first. Give it a little chance. I think you might be surprised. Okay? Take care. See you soon.